Taimur Manabado Chas. Adam. Oh, Taimur Manabado Chas. Taimur Manabado Chas. Oh, Samsara Grihira Jago Haya Sarvanas. Gati Pevi Paravar. Krishna Hai, Krishna Hai, Krishna Hai, Krishna Hai. Oh Krishna Hai, Krishna Hai, Krishna Hai, Krishna Hai. Okay. If you have the desire to have fun and laugh with friends, then heed my words. Don't go. Do not go near Keshigat in Mathura. There, Sri Hari has taken the form of Govinda, whose eyes are graced with a crooked glance, and whose mouth is graced with a gentle smile. How captivating is his threefold bending pose, replete with a radiant blackish complexion and limbs as lovely as tender new leaves. The flute on his lips is the cause of great peril. O brother, have no faith in that crest of peacock feathers. Upon beholding that form with the eyes, no one ever returns home. The family life of a householder who does so becomes completely destroyed. This is the great fear of my mind. A grave calamity will occur, O householder, so do not go near Keshigat in Mathura.
Something short. Where's Jadha? Nope. She might just looking at me. Yeah. That's okay. Page. Jadha. No, I'll do. Yeah, I'll do that. No, yeah. I'll just do that. Page 341. 341. Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite O Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Go Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite O Damodara Rati Bardhana Veshe Harinishkuta Brinda Vipine Krishna. राधे वृषभानुदाधि नवशशिले के ललिता सखी गुणा रमिता विशाखे दादी नवशशि लेके ललिता सखी गुणा रमी ओ जय राधे जय जय माधव दयिते ओ करुणां कुरु मयि करुणा भरिते सनक सनातन वर्णित चरिते जय राधे जय जय माधव दयिते ओ हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ राधे 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 गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ राधे 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 माधव माधव राधे बोलो राधे 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 जय 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 श्री राधे 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 जय 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 श्री राधे बोलो राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे ओ राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे ओ जय जय श्री राधे जय जय श्री राधे ओ गौर हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल ओ गौर हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल ओ जय शिल गुरुदेव जय शिल गुरुदेव ओ जय शिल गुरुदेव जय शिल गुरुदेव Oh, Jai Shila Gurudev, Jai Shila Gurudev. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Oh, Gaura Haribol, Nitai Gaur Haribol. Oh, Gaur Haribol, Nitai Gaur Haribol. Sai Gaur Premanande.
So for those of you who are new here, what's your name again? Laura. We say an invocation before we begin the discussion, calling for the presence of our pure devotee disciplic succession of pure gurus, so that they may come and bless the event with it for everyone's benefit. Agyanam timirandasya Jnananjana salakaya Chaksurunmilitam yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah. Yang Pravrajantam Manupetam Apeta Krityam Dvaipayano Viraka Taruajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravobhanedus Tang Sarvabhuta Hridayam Muni Manatosmi Bhaktya Vinay Aparada Lakshai Chaptasya Kamadi Tarangamadye Kripamayitam Sharanam Prapadyam Brinde Namaste Charanarvindam Tavoivasmi Najivami Tambina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tam Nayamam Charananti. First, I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Diksha Gurudev Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Astotra Sat Shishiman Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Shiksha Gurudev Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Astotra Sat Shishiman Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti began Bharati Goswami Maharaj. To our grandfather gurus, Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj and Shishimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. To all of his divine associates and to all the assembled devotees and the assembled devotees, Diksha Gurus who are my Shiksha Gurus, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta, Pan Maharaj, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta, Madhav Maharaj, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta, Siddhanti Maharaj, and to all the pure devotees in our line. So here we are, and generally on Sundays we don't have a regular lecture but we have a question and answer period. Questions about life, as general could be as why do I have to suffer? Why do I have so many deaths in my family? Or any life question, to any philosophical question, any world question. And then by the causeless mercy of our gurus, we will try to reply. But one thing I did want to mention before we start that is that those of you who are regularly here notice a little bit of a change today in the temple situation. That is, we see the big photo of our Shikshaguru, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And that's because today in India is the anniversary of his disappearance day, which was in December 29, 2010. And we celebrated from the lunar calendar a few days ago, and today we see it's his solar calendar disappearance day. So I just wanted to say a few words about him. He's coming in the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya from Lord Brahma, the first created being in the universe. And his disappearance day is glorified like his appearance day because he never left. It's described in our from our saintly teachers that if you have a wall of a house with a window and then somebody's passing by the window, he didn't really leave, he's just passed by our window. So the pure devotees, it's only said that they leave the vision of this material world, but they're always here in their books, they're always here in their teachings, they're here in their followers, and they're here, interestingly enough, in every atom. How are they here in every single atom, wherever you turn? Because Krishna is in every atom. We see in that prayer, Andantarastang, this is a prayer by Lord Brahma, Andantarastang Paramanu Chayantarastang. That Krishna is, or Maho Matiyan, Anoraniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. That Krishna Govinda is so small that he's in every single atom, and he's next to every soul in the body. And he's also so big, Krishna, that he has universes coming out of his body simultaneously. He can do everything and anything. So, because he's in every atom, that means that this is so inconceivable, that the whole spiritual world where he lives is also in every atom. He lives in his abode, Goloka Vrindavan, which is the highest realm in the spiritual worlds, and all other realms are within his realm. So that's in every atom. So because the pure devotees down to the present day are with Krishna, wherever Krishna is, so they are also in every atom. Our grandfather, regarding our grandfather, Guru Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, somebody asked Srila Gurudev in Los Angeles, no, he told us in Los Angeles that someone asked me, where is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur now? And that was the first time I'd heard that answer, asked the question, and then I gave an answer that I never gave before, because it's the first question, which is that he's in every atom, just as Krishna and all of his associates from there. So his self-realized pure devotee associates come from there to here to bring us back there. That's what Krishna consciousness is all about. And Krishna created us, and we had a choice as soon as we were created to go up there or down here. And those of us who are here chose to be here. And so Krishna very mercifully sends his associates to take us back there. Back there doesn't mean we ever were there. It just means that's our real home. So now also the pure devotee, although he appears to grow up, get old and sick like we do, that's just an act. And again, our spiritual master explained that if actors on a stage are in a drama, they may get shot, or they may have wrinkles painted on them and their hair feathered gray, whereas it's really not. But they just change costumes. So similarly, the pure devotee is like that. Because he's beyond matter, he makes him look like that in order that we can serve him in his different states. And when he appears to get sick, then it's just to increase our attachment and worry. So these are amazing personalities who've come in this line. And there's lots that we can read about him also after the program. If you like, you can ask the devotees about him to show you any literature or to share with you anything. So that's Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. So he is actually with us now, guiding us. Even the pure devotee gets put, like the normal people, they get buried or burnt. So the spiritual master, like we were there at Srila Gurudev's Samadhi, means that he enters into an area which is called his Samadhi, where he stays in trance forever and guides us forever from there. From his books, from anywhere that we want him, he's there. Prabhupada, my Diksha Guru, wrote a letter to my god sister Malati that the spiritual master is like a relay message, like a television. Anywhere you want, like there's Bollywood in India or there's something else in another country, but it's playing right in my room. So wherever we want the spiritual master to be, he's there. And interestingly, even when we don't want him to be there, he's there. So we want to be careful of how we look to him, since he's always there. Okay, so I'll ask if there's any questions or comments. Nagari. Loud. Is there another mic? Great.
So you just discussed when a pure devotee leaves their body, that they're always here with us. What is the philosophy around death of people we're really attached to, that we love, and they leave their bodies? How do we look at that, and how do we find solace and peace with losing our loved ones? Second question is, why are Krishna and Radha's hands and feet pink? And third question would be that we discussed wearing tulsi today, and I've heard that wearing tulsi is like a dog tag for Vaishnavas, but I would also like to know more about Tulsi Devi and the symbolism or significance of tulsi when we wear tulsi around our necks.
Okay, very nice questions. Certified by Sita. So the first one is, how do we view loss of our loved ones who are ordinary creatures of the world, souls? Well, one thing we can know is that they have already forgotten us. They're no longer attached to us, however much they were when they were present here. And so we don't have to feel obligated to feel attached to them. The second thing is we never really had them because they were never the body. We were attached to the body. We had no idea who they are or were. Like Srila Prabhupada gave the analogy that if you go to the funeral and you see the dead body there and you think, oh, my son is gone, John is gone. But where has he gone? The body is still there. So something else has gone. And that is a something or a somebody that we never even knew. Then another thing to give solace is that Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, for the soul there is never any birth nor death, nor having once been does he ever cease to be. He's unborn, undying, ever existing, primeval. He's not slain when the body is slain. So we don't need to feel bad for them because they're continuing a journey that they've had since the beginning of time or before the beginning of time, when they, just like we, chose to turn from Krishna and come to this, I won't say this world, I'll say these infinite worlds that we've been transmigrating around in. So it's very rare when somebody gets a human form of life. And if we misuse that opportunity, then Srila Gurudev gave the analogy of a blind man who's begging in the village. And he doesn't know where he's going, so he goes into this tunnel. And so he's trying to feel his way to keep going and especially to find a door. So he has his walking stick and he's going, then he gets an itch, and then he keeps going, and then he doesn't realize he missed the door. So that door is, not the door, the tunnel is 8,400,000 miles long. And that symbolizes the 8,400,000 species of life that the soul is rotating in. And the door represents the human form of life, which is the only form of life that he can actually exit and go to higher realms. So, say your relatives finally came to the human form of life, and did they hear about Krishna consciousness or get any books from you or pictures from you? Well, that's very good. That means that they'll get a body where they can continue. Even if, for example, they're meat eaters and they have to get the body of a dog or cat or monkey or whatever, they'll still, because they started on their Krishna conscious journey, they'll get more opportunities. Like maybe there'll be a dog in a devotee's house, like Bala's dog is a dog in a devotee's house. And that dog is getting a lot of benefit by hearing him chant and things. Loud? Loud? Loud.
Okay, if we eat meat and then we come to Krishna consciousness and we decide we no longer want to do harm to any living beings, violence to any animal by consuming and eating the animal, do we get a pass on coming back as perhaps the animals we've eaten?
Do we what?
Do we get a pass? Do we come back as an animal? Do we still have to, could that?
Not if we surrender.
Mm-hmm.
If we just get, okay, I got my name, got my beads, and now that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. But if I actually stop and vow and follow the process of Krishna consciousness, then what we get in this life, if we have any suffering or obstacle, we consider it as a summary punishment of the law of karma. For example, Prabhupada said, if I cut my finger, then I would think I would have gotten my whole arm lopped off. Like there's one devotee that I knew in Miami 20 or so years, 30 years ago, who was in the Vietnam War, and he had one arm. So I would have gotten my whole arm lopped off, but because I've taken shelter of Krishna consciousness and devotees, it's come as a summary. A devotee I know did some sin after he was initiated. I mean, though generally he was a sincere devotee, but then he did a sin, and then he was fixing the picture window. You know how some stores have picture windows? So the temple had it. And so he was trying to fix the picture window, and the whole window fell on his face and slit his face. So he wrote to Srila Prabhupada and said, "What's that?" And he said, "That's a summary punishment, like if you pull out the plug of a fan, like they did here, then it doesn't stop in a second. It gets slower and slower, and then it stops. So that's the summary coming to an end, as long as you don't pull the plug back in." One last example is that a rich man's son commits a crime. So he has to go to court. But because he's a rich man, he's a friend of the judge. So the judge has to fine him, but because he's the friend of the rich man, he says, "Okay, I fine you 1 cent." So if we take shelter of devotees, then we get a summary of what we would have gotten, and then when we fully surrender, then all of our karma is erased.
Okay.
And the next one is Tulsi.
Next one was the
deities,
pink hands and
because
feet.
their
on
hands
Krishna.
are described in the scriptures as lotus hands. They're naturally pink. They don't need any color on them. But they're not pink like they are here. Krishna's not blue like blue things are here. But because there's no comparison to Krishna's beauty. There's no equal or second to Krishna's beauty.